Hi there, my dear Aries. My name is Krista, and I'll be doing your reading for the week of April 15th until the 21st. So I'm doing weekly readings for you. I'm using 3 of the same decks I used last time, but we're going to do a little bit of a different reading. We're going to do a 5-card spread with the Wisdom of the Oracles, and then I'll draw 1 card each for some additional messages from the Healing with the Angel Oracle and with the Medicine Tarot. You can find links to all my information in the description box, including the cards I used and a link to Always Astrology, where you can find out your moon and rising, in case you don't know. These are general messages for Aries. If this doesn't resonate with you, please look up your moon and rising signs by using that Always Astrology link, and maybe those will have additional messages for you. So Aries, I wish for you all success, joy, and wellness. I invoke spirits of love, light, and beauty. I call upon archangels Michael, Gabriel, Metatron, and Uriel to guide this reading in peace, clarity, protection, and wisdom. And I ask Gaia to bless this reading for Aries. What are the general messages for Aries for the week of April 15th until April 21st? So your very first card in your central position, Aries, is Serendipity, so that's lovely. Seems like you might be feeling pretty fortunate and happy, maybe even carefree this week. Maybe even feeling like a lot of things that were outstanding are finally coming together, falling into place, going your way with very little effort. The numerology of the card is 9, so we're looking at spiritual matters or matters that are coming to fruition. So achievement, here we go. All right, so we have 2 cards to jump. I'm going to put those to the left and to the right of you. So we've got chaos and conflict behind you and happy, happy in your outcome position. What are the general messages for Aries for the week of April 15th until April 21st? Looks like you might have come through something already that was troubling, maybe not too upsetting, but something that was troubling you. You found some peace in the matter, or it's been handled, and then your outcome, no matter what is above or below you, or outside or internal influences, looks like you're going to get your way this week, little Aries. So that's nice. Probably no surprise to you, Aries. You are a cardinal sign. You're a fire sign. You are ruled by the number 1, and the body part that you rule is the head. So you are headstrong. You're a leader by nature. This is above you. Flexible is above you, which means that you might have had to go with the flow with something. You might have found that the best way to solve something was to just give in, so to speak, not in a negative way, but to just relax about something. And so it looks like that was what did the trick. So that relieved any problems for you, or that situations around you, people around you were flexible, or things could be handled in a confident manner. I'm just looking for the internal influence card for my dear Aries for the week of the 15th until the 21st. And there we go. And I always look at the bottom of the deck for general energy around the reading for the week. And the general energy for you, dear Aries, is the card 29, and it's breathe. You can see that there. She's actually meditating. So it might behoove you this week, if anything does come along, in order to achieve this outcome of happiness, maybe just chill. Especially if your normal or average reaction is to try to force things, you know, to be headstrong about something, or to think that something's unfair, something's due to you, and you have to do something about it. This is really saying the general energy about what's going on this week is to chill out, back off, and you will get your way. One way or another, you're going to get your way. Things will work out for you, possibly better than you had anticipated. So let's look a little bit closer at your central issue here, Aries. You've got the card Serendipity. It's just gorgeous. It has a little fairy hanging off a four-leaf clover there, being blown in the spring wind. And the colors are quite beautiful as well, very soft, sort of pink, dusky colors, and of course green, which is the heart chakra color. So just very obviously, I would say that this is somewhere where this could even be internal. Like I said, these are general messages. So if this is you thinking about yourself in your own life and you're doing some contemplation in your life, could be from that level to business prospects, to travel, to family, work. But it looks like if you just let go a little bit, relax a little bit, maybe even trust that the universe has your best interests in mind, and give yourself over to that a little bit, because things are looking pretty groovy for you. She's very, very free, very floaty, and I think she's being taken care of here. So I don't think you have any general worries for the week. Let's look at what is behind you. So this is something that has just passed or is passing. This is the card 33, so we're looking at another very spiritual number. 33 can also be considered the master number, an ascended master number. So in this regard, it could mean something that you've just gone through or overcome or have had to accomplish that you didn't think you could, or that you've constantly been doing, but now you've achieved it and you're never going to have to revisit this again. So this is something that's behind you, whatever it was, it's behind you for good. You're not going to have to repeat this, whatever it was that you had to get around again. You're going to have to, you know, handle other problems and other things that come up in life, Aries, but whatever you just went through this past week or are going through, you're not going to have to revisit that because of the Ascendant Master number 33. So you can feel pretty good about having gotten through something that was troubling you, or that has troubled you in the past and you've reacted badly to it, or outside chaos or conflict, or like and that could even be, you know, these messages in your head. When I say outside, I just mean something that's outside of what you're saying and doing in the natural world. So these just could be conflicting thoughts or chaotic thoughts to actual relationships and circumstances. So regardless, you've mastered it. And like I said, we're going to look at the Okram card here because it's so beautiful and it's the opposite of just behind you. So we're looking at happy, happy. She's got balloons and confetti and a hummingbird, and we're looking at the number 26. So that could either be 12 or it can be 8. So we're looking at if you're outgoing and artistic this week, or you've achieved something in an artistic way, this could be speaking to that. Or if it's more of a stability number, you could be having just achieved some success. And it could be, like I said, something as simple as like success over whatever was getting in your way here, or a conflict or an issue that was getting in your way and holding things up that you're not going to have to revisit again. And she's on an egg with a keyhole in it, so it looks like all things that you need are available to you here, Aries, and you have a lot to look forward to in the next week, so congratulations. And we'll look at what's above. So we're looking at outside influences here with the flexible card. And we're looking at 19. This could either be 9, an achievement card, or it could be number 1, so something that you brings to the table. Outside influences, the position that it's in could still mean that you were the person that took care of business, that you were the person to have either benefited from what came out of what was happening here with chaos in your past, or you're the only recipient of the positivity that came out of it, or you're the only one who's aware of it. So it looks like you were flexible enough to get around a difficult situation, Aries. So congratulations to you there. And we're looking at a karmic card here, which is to be fair. It's important to remember what does and doesn't belong to you. That's people, ideas, and places. And where you belong and who you belong to. Who you're being fair to, what are your loyalties? The card 38. So we're looking at a master number 11 here. So this could be a spiritual insight. And again, we're looking at a karmic card. Also with the Libra symbol with the scales here and the wise owl on her head. Symbologically speaking, we're looking at the judgment card. This is akin to the judgment card in the traditional tarot. And then anything involving owls or moons is wisdom and femininity. So, you know, on a karmic level, like I said, you could have been the one solving the problem or simply the only recipient of whatever problem has been solved here. So let's jump into some additional messages for you, Aries. I'm trying to make this reading a teeny bit shorter than it was last week. I think it was almost a half an hour. So that gets a bit lengthy, but I hope you enjoy this all the same. You have to let me know what you think in the comments. So we're looking for any additional messages for our dear Aries for the week of April 15th until April 21st. So what are some general messages? Any additional guidance for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising for the week of April 15th to April 21st? Any additional messages for Aries? All right. Well, they have 2 for you. Intention and music. Intention, again, is where thoughts go, where energy goes is where energy flows. Again, we're looking at, where is this? So a very familiar symbol here, which is another type of judgment card. So we're looking at more scales of judgment, justice rather, or judgment. Even a Libra. This could very well be Libra in your close circle, or if you're not dealing with a Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising, then you're dealing with fairness issues and judgment and justice issues. So again, apply that to your general situation. So looking at intentions, where energy goes, thoughts go, energy flows. So just be aware of what your intentions are this week and stay positive. You might find that easier to get through the week or some hard times, or find inspiration through music this week. You might also find that you are playing music or are singing music and find that to be a relaxing or fulfilling way to spend your time as well. So look to both music and the way that your thoughts are directed for some additional messages this week about how this is going to turn out, because I mean, we're all masters. We're all co-creators and masters of our own thoughts and universe. So I think this is especially true for Aries, because you're, like I said, a cardinal sign, and you're self-directed, and your card is the number 1, and it's kind of all for one for all. Not in a selfish way, but just in a, you know, I trust myself, I know what I'm doing, and I'm going to forge forward because you have that sense of confidence. So I'll keep going the way you're going, Aries. And one more additional message from our medicine cards. So what are any additional messages? Wow. All right. Aries, we're looking at camouflage again. I think this was in your reading last week. 25, so we're looking at a number of being intellectual. Saturn is magic, it's wise, it's intellectual, but be aware that you could be using this in a cold way, so just be cognizant of your camouflage and your willingness to get what you want and what you need in a fun, non-direct manner, without being cold about it, or snappy. You know, you can be happy about it, you can be fun, playful, and still get what you want. So those are the messages that I'm getting for you this week, Aries, for the week of April 15th till the 21st. I really hope you liked this reading. Let me know in the comments if you like this one or last week's layout better, or what other kind of readings you'd like me to lay out for you. I'll be doing weekly readings, so tune in next weekend for your next week's reading. And until then, I wish you all the best, Aries. Take good care. Bye now.